Shalom Aleichem, blessed souls. This is Don Lucy Goodman from Crown Heights, and wishing everyone a Freilich and Chanukah, Chag Sameach Chanukah. It's a time for rejoicing in the festival of our lights, a Chag Shel Orot. If we look at the word Or, which is the Hebrew word for light, we have a Aleph, a Vav, and a Resh, which has the numerical value of 207, which is also the numerical value of the Hebrew word Raz, or secret. And it's known by Rabbi Yisrael Bar Shem Tov, the modern patriarch of the Hasidic movement, that he very much cherished the concept, the reality, the manifestation, the Gilon, the revelations of Or, to the point where he said, when you study and become aware of what Or is, light, godly light, awareness, consciousness, you become knowledgeable of the secret of all matters. That was my son Yosef Yitzhak Goodman, who just wanted to give you a sneak preview of what he looks like after he gets up in the morning. Anyway, that being said, blessed souls, I'd like to share with you a teaching from one of my teachers, who I had a very warm talk with last night, Rabbi Yosef Markel. Rabbi Markel, I guess for 20 plus years, has been perfecting, upgrading his own personal knowledge of one of the foundations of Torah, his bonus, which is known as meditation, or as mentioned in the Talmudic tractate of Sukkah, Iyun, or analysis, where they boil it down to a one-word definition. Also identified by the second Lubavitcher Rebbe, the Mittler Rebbe, as Panimiyat Bina, the inner aspect of Bina, inner dimension, faculty of Bina, Lahadin Davar B'toch Davar, to understand a thing within a thing. So I'd like to kind of tease you, blessed souls, whether you be of the children of Israel, the blessed Bnei Noach, children of Noach, all of mankind, being direct descendants, is brought down in Masechtas Nedarim, the Talmudic tractate of Nedarim, Daf Lamed Aleph, Amud Aleph, 31st page, first side. And I'd like to bring out some concepts that Rabbi Yossi Markel brought out based on the teachings of the Mittler Rebbe, and then at the end of this video, or if you go into the notes as it's listed in YouTube, you can go to see where you can answer these questions. I'm going to try to inform you and tease you and hopefully lead you to the mercy of blessed minds, hearts, and souls into Rabbi Markel's website. And for those of you who are of the blessed children of Noah, you can also learn more about your own blessed heritage. That's right, you have a blessed heritage, children of Noah, Bnei Noach. First, if you go to Perich Tes, chapter 9, verses 1 through 17, Psukim Aleph Ad Yud Zayin, you see the blessings that were given to all the children of man at that time, Bnei Noach, the children of Noah. That being said, blessed souls, let's go into a couple minutes formulating questions which will hopefully lead you, blessed souls, to seek the answers. And by the way, I had in my discussion with Rabbi Markel last night, by learning teachings of Shar Yuchud, the gateway of unification by the Mittler Rebbe, second Lubavitcher Rebbe, who happens to be a direct descendant of David Melech and Shlomo Melech, King David, King Solomon, it will be meritorious to avoid two negative commands which are given to the children of Noach. It is number one, to avoid idolatry, and also to avoid blaspheming the name of the Most High. So let's go into, blessed souls, that there was a special writing that was done by the Mittler Rebbe over 175 years ago, 185 years ago, which involves starting to think about the influence or the influences on three components of human experience. What are the three components of human experience? Which are born out of deep contemplation, which are known as the heart, was born out of deep contemplation, get a tongue tied here, which can be associated with the orders of which levels of the soul, as known in the Zohar and the Midrash, blessed souls, that there are 5 general levels. I'd like you have to go to Rabbi Markel's website to learn what are those specific levels, and you'll be trying to look for Rabbi Markel's translation of chapter 1 of Shar Yuchud, the Gate of Unification. Okay. Then Rabbi Markel explains that his bonus is essentially the idea of looking in a certain way into the depths of a concept. So the question is, how should one look into the depths of a topic or a concept? And to what point should one understand what one is looking at? As mentioned before, this style of learning Torah, or even it can apply to secular wisdom, involves a certain type of approach, as opposed to a superficial approach. So that question, blessed souls, to you is, what is that fast superficial study approach according to Torah? Now there can be four perspectives why a person should not just be satisfied with a more cursory type of learning, superficial type of learning, and you'd have to again go to Rabbi Markel's website to look into it. From there we see there are three dimensions in the concept, blessed souls. There's the depth, the length, and the width. What is the depth, length, and width of any intellectual concept, blessed souls? Again, turn to this teaching. With that, blessed souls, I'd like to sign off. This is just to give a taste, hopefully, of future videos of this nature, to be quite clear and quite explicit in the promotion of a fundamental concept in Torah called Hisbonenus, which you can access and learn more about by going to Mishnah Torah by Rambam, one of the great sages of Israel, Rabbi Moshe Maimonides, who was originally born in Spain, lived in Israel for a very short time, and lived the rest of his life in Egypt, serving as actually the king to the Sultan of Egypt, which is one proof how, in fact, Jewish people can work in a cooperative manner with Arabs, and we can hopefully, if we come to realize that historically we of Israel have worked in a peaceful way with our cousins, the Ishmaelites, or other peoples have become intermingled with the Ishmaelites, we can hopefully activate the fulfillment of blessed prophecies of living in this world in a peaceful and pleasant way. Speedily in our days, for the children of Israel ultimately meriting to keep the 613 mitzvahs which were commanded on Mount Sinai, and for the blessed children of Noah to keep their 7 commandments, in order to make this a pleasant and peaceful world, an habitable way, as a way to greet Mashiach Tzidkenu, our righteous Messiah, Aryeh Shel Yehuda, Lion of Judah, who shall roar out Torah Chadashah, Mito Tetzeh, who will roar out a new Torah which will reveal inner dimensions of Torah that have never been revealed into the creation before. This is Dan Mitzvah Yigum signing off from Crown Heights on Chof Tes, Kol Tuv. It's all good. Kislev, 5,770 years shining into the creation. Sababa, rejoice. Ahav Echad, one love. Gorel Echad, one destiny. Babori Echad, one creator. Badachi Nom, Badachi Shalom. In a peaceful and pleasant way.